What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here on the Odd Shopper channel, coming to you with another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks NBA. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Goes a long way for me on this video. Goes a long way for you. That way you become a prize whenever great content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. Sweep! We had a sweep there with the Denver Nuggets, with the Los Angeles Lakers. Every prop from the video, every prop that I put in the premium Discord. I also added a Bruce Brown over 14.5, 16.5, went up to 17.5, depending on where you got it at. It was beautiful stuff to be able to add that to the fray and have Jamal Murray go nuts, because it's kind of like an insurance off of some Jamal Murray plays. We had Jokic go bonkers. I have an interesting play for you that I fired up in game one that we're going to run back for game two right away. Not that the Lakers aren't going to make adjustments on Jokic. They definitely need to. Looks like they found some stuff that kind of worked in that fourth quarter. We'll talk about it when they went on that run. And then, of course, Anthony Davis, your lock, goes way over 22.5 points. Still confused why everybody hated that play. Oh, and the Lakers, what an unbelievable cover. What an unbelievable cover. 6.5, they get there. We covered. It was unbelievable, that run. But BetMGM, they're our new sponsor here of this lovely program. You get 2 months free of Odd Shopper Discord access. And I tell you what, if you've been with me since the beginning of NBA season, you know how profitable this year has been. MLB, we need some work. I need to do better work for you. I will call myself out. This is absurd. I'm losing my mind, but you know what? NBA continues to print. Come fire that up. All you do is you go to that link below. You're going to get a free opportunity to fire up whatever you want up to $1,000 at BetMGM. And if it doesn't hit, you get back bonus bets. Yes, up to $1,000 in bonus bets to fire up once more there over at BetMGM. In addition to 2 free months of Odd Shopper Insider access with myself, Eitan Shander, Ben Raza, Isaiah Suarez. So many great dudes hanging out there. We've got experts in all different fields, all different sports. Myself, NBA, maybe I should stick to that in golf from here on out. But again, MLB, the home run props have been hot, and that's about it. I'm going to recover here for sure, though. Nobody cares. Just get back to work. That's really what it comes down to. Oh, BetMGM, only if you're 21 and over. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Those are good things. And use bonus code OS Insider. Yes, that is your promo code to be able to sign up. So that's all there for you. In the lovely, meticulously crafted, really organized video description box below. I'm proud of myself. I did like 10 minutes of work. But here we go, friends. Game two. The game hasn't started here, so I can't react to anything that I did here for Miami, for Boston, although hopefully it's just Slayer. A little bit of that there for Boston. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Shorting Jimmy Butler. That's going to go well, I'm sure. But we've got game two. Lots to talk about. A lean, a like, a lock, Lakers and Nuggets. Let's get to the picks. We dig into game two. Lakers Nuggets 132-126. Thank you, sir. I'll have some more. I'd like some more, please. It was delicious. It was scrumptious. A scrumdiddlyumptious bar. We have now covered Oliver Twist and Willy Wonka within the first 30 seconds of this analysis. Good job, Eric. I'm here doing the Lord's work. But pretty much Nikola Jokic. I find it ironic that Mark Jackson is the one calling this basketball game. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, here you go. Mark Jackson, once upon a time, really good NBA player. He was the Golden State coach for one hot cup of coffee before they got rid of him, bring Steve Kerr in and start winning everything. So that was pretty wild. I mean, not good for Mark Jackson there for sure, but ends up being the color analyst next to Van Gundy. You know, he's doing all the play-by-play for ESPN ABC, and he gets a vote for MVP. He didn't put Nikola Jokic. He's the only voter that did not put Nikola Jokic in the top 3, which is egregious enough. He didn't even put him on his 5-person ballot. Unforgivable. Not even real life. So I hope you enjoyed calling Jokic and this decent little basketball game he had of 34, 21, and 14. Jokic is now minus 120 to triple-double in game two. Remember when we were getting north of plus 250 and we fired that up as a lock? That was fun times. Again, premium Discord, this video, I've got you covered in the NBA streets. MLB, we're going to figure this shit out. That's for sure. Oh, boy. But anyway, let's cover a couple of the main things that I think are going to be adjustments from both teams. Now, the Lakers, we got that backdoor cover courtesy of one interesting move that they made, making Rui Hachimura off the bench the primary Nikola Jokic defender. Why does that matter so much? Well, in a game like this where you have Aaron Gordon, Jokic, you have shooters like Jeff Green that they're trying to surround Jokic with, and obviously everybody in that starting unit. You got Michael Porter Jr., 3 for 6 from 3. Jamal Murray, 4 for 8 from 3. KCP, yeah, you know me. He's continuing to do his thing. 3 for 8 for 3. Another 21 spot for him. 8-man rotation. I think they continue to just make it that 8-man rotation like they have all season or all playoffs long, basically. Once in a while get some Christian Brown minutes that get extended, but only 12 there. And Jeff Green, again, 18 minutes, had that one knockdown corner 3 that was interesting enough in that fourth quarter. But the reason I'm talking about this is because Rui Hachimura did a phenomenal job of keeping Jokic somewhat in check. And I mean somewhat in check because it allows for Anthony Davis and allows for LeBron James to play roaming, like to basically play off of the ball and make defensive plays, whether it's the chase down blocks that we're accustomed to seeing LeBron make. Anthony Davis had a number of great defensive plays because he wasn't completely concerned with everything going on. Now, during that stint, before they called the timeout and made that run where they were down 11, made it to 6, made it to 3, the Lakers did. The huge thing was Jeff Green ended up being on the floor for those. Aaron Gordon's not a good shooter, so I'm not positive that isn't going to be the primary matchup for Anthony Davis this time around. They bring Rui perhaps to start. Again, Schroeder, he's been our dude throughout these playoffs. Did not end up on any of his props, and that was kind of a sharp play on my part, mainly because, not to just pat myself on the back about it, but my concern with this entire series is between him and Russell. If Russell is knocking down shots, I think he's going to end up being the one who gets the run in some of these spots. He was 0 for 3 from 3. Schroeder comes on. He's the better defender, and Jamal Murray was cooking. So, sickness be damned there, that's for sure. But I think what you're running into is the possibility of a Rui Hachimura start, which you'd want the overs of anything showing up, even though there are no props on Rui available right now. I think books were pretty sharp about recognizing that that's a possibility coming off of 28 minutes for Rui in game 1. So I think 8 for 11 from the field, 17 points, and primary defender of Jokic. Yeah, you'd run that back every single time and take your chances trying to steal a game here in Denver with Rui there. So be on the lookout there. I bet Russell and Schroeder still start. I think that's my lean on this, but then again, what do I know? It's just a pure speculation type situation, just like we were kind of looking at last night where, hey, does Derek White get back in the starting unit or they continue with Horford and Robert Williams? I still don't know the answer for that. We're still an hour before tip, so that is what it is. All right, talk through that. That seemed important, and Aaron Gordon, again, that will probably, in my estimation, be the Anthony Davis assignment if they decide to go large. And I think they should, in some of these spots, go big and have LeBron James, Anthony Davis, give them the opportunity to make athletic plays, guarding other guys who might not be the best knockdown shooters. So there you go. And if they bring Jeff Green out, probably a good thing rather than having athletic Aaron Gordon in whatever year of his career continuing to do ridiculous stuff on both ends of the floor. So there you go. Leans. Let's talk ourselves some betting, shall we? My lean here, of course, Lakers plus 5.5. You're going to see a lot of adjustments that the books made when you pull up your old sports book app, wherever you happen to be. BetMGM, strongly recommend them. FanDuel, DraftKings, wherever it is, you're going to see very, very different numbers. And I don't think they're going to change all that much because I think we saw a pretty competitive spot, at least in that fourth quarter. It got out of hand there in that third quarter for a hot second. Didn't know how I felt about having a 6.5 ticket, but I think I was on the right side of it no matter what. And I think this kind of proves it. You have a base level that's a point lower than last time around. I don't think it's going to make my betting card here unless it gets back up to 6. I think 6 I would be comfortable. 6.5 is the ideal landing place, but don't think we get it after the competitive game 1. And having a lineup that actually worked for the Lakers towards the end of that fourth quarter, bringing Rui in at the 9-minute mark to be able to start guarding Jokic. So we've beaten that point to it. It's a very important point because Jokic, he's kind of good. But let's talk about Jokic and how I planned to attack him last time around. His triple-double numbers had a plus sign in front of it. Yeah, that probably would have been a good idea. But what I really felt strongly about is the points plus rebounds. And why? Well, one, Jokic doesn't really get in foul trouble, and you get a primary center going up against this Lakers team that hasn't necessarily been going crazy from three. Austin Reeves was the hero in trying to get that game close towards the end with that fourth quarter run that he went on, 5 for 9 from three. But not a lot of three-point attempts getting taken outside of him. LeBron 0 for 4, did not have a good shooting game overall, despite the 9 for 16 from the floor. Did get some decent looks at the rim there at times. But what I'm basically getting at is that Jokic, you get some of these at the rim kind of, drive it there. Shorter rebounds, you're going to get a lot of outlet passes, a lot of things beginning with Jokic on the defensive rebounds. So I basically saw 41.5 was the primary number around it. And it was juiced inside of minus 110 for game one. Well, it went up a point, but it's still juiced inside at minus 104 on FanDuel Sportsbook right now. It's points plus rebounds. I'm keeping the assists out of it. And why? Well, because right now 53.5 is the primary number. And I do not like 11 assists being the number that we're looking at here for Jokic. So I don't want to be shorting that because I do have him projected for 10. But I don't want to be in a habit of taking the extra point there and paying more juice. Again, that is north of minus 115 juiced, whereas this is inside of minus 110 at minus 104, paying 21 cents less, paying 14 cents less primarily over on FanDuel Sportsbook right now to be able to get just the points plus rebounds. I am here for that. And hey, as effective as Rui was, I don't think there's any slowing down Jokic or Anthony Davis on the boards here in this series. Both of them are going to be those dudes, especially in the minutes allotment. Jokic never gets in foul trouble, it would seem. 42 minutes for him there. Anthony Davis on the other side, 42 minutes for him. We're only talking about big guns here on this program, my friends. Yes, no Dennis Schroeders, no Lonnie Walkers, maybe some Rui Hachimuras in the premium Discord, and you can sign up for that right here. Again, BetMGM, take advantage, my friends. But we're heading to the lock right now. It is going to be our dude running it right back. 2 points more than what it was for game one, but a little bit less juice. And I just find him to be the best play once again for this game. And it doesn't necessarily, sometimes you see these lines adjust and you just stay away, but I still don't think that it understands that there's no matchup whatsoever for Anthony Davis. He put up a 40 spot, made me feel really smart. He doesn't need 40, he needs 25. Yes, 25 points is what we're aiming for. Anthony Davis over 24.5. We're running it right back. 14 for 23 from the field, knocked down his lone 3, 11 for 11 from the line. There's no answer for Jokic. There is no answer for Anthony Davis. Both of them are basketball unicorns. Not Porzingis, just saying, even though it's his nickname. I'm just looking at both of these guys as who's going to stop me? Nobody. They're going to get theirs in their respective basketball games. And I know Anthony Davis last series had a great game, played a bad game, played a great game, played a bad game. I feel really good about our first game one read, and it hasn't really changed. Anthony Davis got him projected for 28.2 points. Give me 40 more minutes. All the big guy, he gets it done for us. Part dough. And that does it for another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. Head to that comment section below. Let me know your favorite plays for game two. Let me know what you think about the line, too, because I'm having a tough time here with the Lakers trying to get back on board, laying the, hopefully it moves to 6. 5.5, definitely not going to be betting at that number. It is perfectly efficient. So check out BetMGM. Check out all the great fixings down there in the video description box below. And I'll be back. I'll be on the road tomorrow, so that'll be fun. You're going to be getting like the Holiday Inn Express version. Well, I'm staying somewhere nice in that. It'll be fun. But either way, Thursday night, I'll be bringing Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks for Friday's action for Game 2, Miami-Boston. Hopefully coming off of Boston, Game 1 win, or I will be getting a lot more crap than I normally do in the video description box below. That's for sure. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. Until next time, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the NBA streets for Game 2 of the Nuggets and Lakers.